Hello from Honeysuckle Farm. I wanted to say hi to you guys and go over some spring gardening information. So I don't know about you guys, but our weather here, it has been gray and cold and just gross, honestly. And so I think the high today was 40, but it felt like 32. And I don't like the cold. The cold hurts my bones. And so I have been working on planning for our spring garden. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you today about is planning for your spring garden. So first of all, what you need to do is figure out what you want to plant. And I learned something new this year, and I have implemented it for our farm. And so we are putting a crop plan into practice this year, and I will go over what that is with you guys as well. But right now, I'm going to talk to you about just kind of planning for all that. So the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out when your last frost date is for your area. So in our area, it is April 19th. And so what I did, I'm going to show you this, is I marked it on my calendar. And then I went back and I counted. So this is April 19th. And I went back and I counted. And so this is, I went backwards. So 1 week, 2 week, and then you go back to March. This would be 3 weeks from my last frost date, 4 weeks from my last frost date, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and so forth. And I went all the way back to now, to January. And so I also went through all of my seeds, and you will need Post-it notes and rubber bands for this. And this is, my friend Jill shared this method, and I went through and I copied what she did, and it made sense to me. And so you write down, what you're planting. Let's see. It is what date I'm going to start them indoors. So this one starts February 22nd. And then this one is February 15th. And then I wrote the transplant date, which for me would be April 19th, because I am in growing zone 7A. And so that's our last expected frost date. And so even though that's the last expected frost date, I don't trust that, because I can't tell you how many times I have gone by that date and I have put stuff out in my garden, and then we get one of those weird frosts that comes through and it just kills everything. And so you have to check. Once you get to that frost date, check like 10 days out and see if you're good. Last year, it was completely the opposite. Last year, the last frost date was probably around the same time. But everybody says not to plant until Mother's Day, which is May. And so I did that, and I regret it, because I had things that didn't have enough time to grow. And so I won't do that again. I am always learning what not to do and how to do things better. And so I used to count that as a fail, and but it's not. Learning's not a failure. Learning is learning, and learning is a good thing. And so I'm kind of proud that I can learn those things now, instead of beating myself up. So you write down your start date. So I'm going to start it indoors, February 22nd. Just in case you want to see. I know it'll be backwards for you guys. And then transplant date is April 19th. It germinates in 7 to 14 days. And I didn't write down how long it takes to mature on these. So there's a maturity date. So this one's broccoli. It takes 80 days to mature. So I wrote that down there so that I can go back. I didn't have time to do it at that moment. I can go back and mark on my calendar when it should be ready to harvest. Of course, you never know how things are going to work. So that's what I did to all my seed packets. And then I went through and I organized everything by date. So these are all the ones that can be started February 22nd. These are all the ones that can be started March 8th. These are all February 1st. So they're organized in a rubber band by the date that they can be planted. So I can literally, and I have them in this, it's a botanicals interest box. I ordered a bunch of seeds when they were on sale. And I have them all lined up in here so I can just go, oop, this is the newest one. Oop, here's the next one. They're all in order except for the ones I pulled out to show you guys. So that's how those are organized. And then I went through on my calendar, and so this is April 19th. That's when I'm going to start my marshmallow and my ashwagandha. I'm going to try and grow ashwagandha. I'm going to direct sow more radishes and peas. And then 2 weeks up ahead of this is when I'm going to start my nasturtium and my cilantro. And so I went through on each month, and on the day that I'm supposed to start it, I wrote what I'm starting. Green is vegetables, orange is herbs, pink is flowers. So that's kind of what I did this year. I will keep you posted to see how it works, but this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. So, seed catalogs. These are amazing. So these are some of my favorites. So Territorial Seed Company, they do a beautiful, beautiful catalog. And just, there's so much information in here about each variety. I don't necessarily order from all of these companies, but I love going through and reading all the information. I mean, look at all this information. This is just pumpkins. Look at all this knowledge that's in here if you just go through and read it. And so I have some of these from years back that I had made notes in and that I have Post-it notes in, and I just kind of kept them. So this is Johnny's. And I love Johnny's. Johnny's is a great company. Territory Seed Company, they are, and I believe all of these have non-GMO and heirloom and all that stuff. Seed Savers Exchange, they have another beautiful, beautiful catalog. And this one has recipes in it as well. Like here's a recipe for orange creamsicle smoothie. Here's a recipe for Great Grandma's sour dill yellow beans. So this is Seed Savers Exchange. And they have 19 new varieties for 2023. That's kind of cool. Select Seeds. Dixondale Farms. Y'all, I love Dixondale Farms. I have bought my garlic and onions from them for the last several years, and I always get more than I ordered. They always give you this big bundle, and it just produces really, really well. I'm very happy with them. This is a new catalog for me. This is Seed Growers Catalog. So this one's a new one. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous catalog. Lots of information about different varieties and plants. And so it's just a really great, aren't those beautiful? Look at those, gorgeous. Great catalogs. And then I also have, here's the creme de la creme. Here's the Baker Creek. This is the Rare Seed catalog for this year. And so if you guys have never ordered a Baker Creek seed catalog, you seriously need them. First of all, I've never thrown one away because they're absolutely just stunning. These are the most beautiful catalogs I've ever seen in my life. They are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And they have some of the coolest, I mean, look at this. My daughter wants to grow these this year. Look at how big those carrots are. She loves carrots. So she wants to try, those are called Mampuji carrots, super long carrot from Japan, descended from the ancient Japanese long carrot types of the Edo period. This variety is sweet, especially when harvested after a fall frost. Traditionally served as a namasu grated carrot salad for Japanese New Year celebrations. It's also an incredible snacking carrot. It's ideal for fresh eating. Its roots easily each 2 to 4 feet in length when grown in the right soil. Fantastic choice for market or giant vegetable growers, sure to be a hit at your county fair. And you get 300 seeds for $5. It's a gorgeous catalog. They have a Baker Creek they're in Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. And they have a seed festival or something there every year, and I would love to get to go to that one year. And then this one you have to pay for. This is their whole seed catalog, but look how big this is, you guys. And I mean, tons and tons of information in this book. This is like the Sears and Roebuck catalog from when we were kids. I mean, just pages and pages of information in this catalog. So you guys make sure you've got your seed catalogs handy. You're going through there. You're marking the things that you want to order and get those ordered before they run out. You know, last year I had a hard time finding a couple of different types of seeds that I wanted to get. They were just, I guess they were in high demand. And, you know, and I know prices have gone up a little bit on seeds even. So I personally have a ton of seeds. I've stocked up, and I will continue to stock up, and because we just never know what's going to happen. And so, you know, just get those orders in and get your seeds in and get them organized. A great way to do it is those photo album. It's a photo tub, and so they have these they hold 4x6 photographs. And I have mine labeled with painter's tape because I wasn't sure how I wanted to label them. And so I did it in a non-permanent way so that I could figure out how I wanted to do it before I did it permanently. And so like in this one, I have my Tromboncino squash and my roaster squash in here. And so I'm really excited to grow Tromboncino squash this year. That's going to be so great. It's very prolific, and I think that'll be a good thing for our family. So we're going to grow those this year. But my point was, these little containers are a great way to organize your seeds. They all kind of stack neatly in that little container. It's probably about, it's not square, it's like a little rectangle. It's like the size of a briefcase probably. I mean, it holds like 14 of these. And I've always bought mine at Walmart. They are like $15. You can also buy them at Hobby Lobby. You can buy them at Joann's. You can buy them at Michael's. However, I like the ones at Michael's better. I've only bought them there when they were on sale because they're all clear. They're all this color. The ones that you buy at Walmart are colored. The box is clear, but the little actual photo holders are colored. Excuse me. I'm going to edit that part out. So that's how you organize those. And I think that about does it for right now. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you that I'm super excited about. Okay, so we'll open this up. This is a soil blocker, and I have a big one. This one, look how tiny. Okay, here's my finger. Look how tiny those are. There are 5 in each row, so there are 20. So I can take this and literally in a 12 by 12 square, I can get 40 seedlings started with this. So I'm so excited to play with this. It just came in. I can't wait to get started with this. I am going to work on getting my soil starting mix ready, and then I will show you guys how to use this. So I hope you guys are having an awesome time. I hope your weather's better than ours. And yeah, so that's what's going on here. Let's see. So that's what's going on here, you guys. I hope your weather is way better than ours, and that you guys are just having an awesome, awesome day, and that you are getting started on your spring planting plan. And let's do this. You guys keep growing. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell button down below. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.